good morning. So I had a little bit of a mic problem there. Okay, so now let's get started with today's meeting. Yeah. So as I told yesterday, our vision is to create at least 1,000 jobs by 2021. Prepare the members who are watching this, at least 1,000 of them, to be eligible for jobs by skilling them, by giving them skills required to pursue a job as a software engineer. So that is the vision that we have. So we have around 60 members in the WhatsApp group now. So kindly share the WhatsApp group link with all of your friends, whoever wants to pursue their career in software, so that we can help them and they can find a job in the software field. So let's start off with today's training. So please log into training.rejola.com, so we can also know what is the progress we have made yesterday. Please mark your investment on yourself. Okay, so if you've been good in all these things, please mark full. If you feel you've not done well in any of these things, mark low. And also take a moment to reflect why you marked low. How can you ensure that you are always marking high in all these areas? Because as I said earlier, it's very important for you to have a well-balanced life, especially if you are in a career where you are going to use your brain a lot. If your mind is not free, if it is not calm, you will not be able to succeed really well in the software field. So let's get into the project. So what we have done yesterday is we have come to the div inspect. We were checking, we put div on a particular file and we checked the inspect part. So let's now see which one we would do. Okay. So we have come to div, and the next one is the paragraph tag, or the P tag. So let us start with that. So I'll plan. So we know that if we are planning for less than 1 hour, it is not helping. So I'll plan till about 11 o'clock. And today I'm going to learn about paragraph tag. So in paragraph tag, what I'll do is I'll open the same text editor that I opened yesterday. So let me open the text editor. That's nothing but the notepad. We worked on the notepad yesterday. Sorry, I think I opened an entirely different file. Yeah, so I have the notepad open, and let me open the file that I saved yesterday. So I put it on desktop, training, examples, and I'll have to go to all files and then open this HTML intro div. Okay, so this is what we created yesterday, an absolutely basic file, and what I'll do is I'll also open the same thing. I'll open the same thing on the browser also. So if I just double click this, you can see it here. So this is what we created yesterday. We created inside div, one of the divs we placed hello training, and inside the other div we placed free job assistance. Now what I'll do is I'll place this particular thing inside a paragraph tag. It's nothing but creating a tag like this. You just have to put a greater than and less than symbol, put P in between, and then again do the same thing at the end, just that here you will put a / like this, indicating that this is the closing of the tag. So this is the opening of the tag and this is the closing of the tag. So anything that comes in between that will be will take the properties of this particular tag. That is, it will make it as a paragraph. So let me save this. So when I save this, here you see nothing is happening. So let me refresh this. So you can see what has happened is this free job assistant just moved down a little bit. Okay, that is the effect that happened after I place this paragraph tag. So what has happened is the paragraph has the gap between this and the next one has increased because some amount of margin or spacing has got created because of the paragraph tag. Okay, so now let me remove this particular div. So I'm making it as one complete div. Okay, I'm making it as one complete div here. So yesterday when we placed it without a div separating it, we saw that hello training and free job assistance was coming in a single line, and then to make it into two lines we placed it inside separate divs. Now with this paragraph tag here, if I place it like this, okay, and inside the same div, now let us see whether they still come in two different lines. So let me save this and refresh this, and you can see that they are still coming in the two different lines. That is happening because the paragraph tag here is ensuring that there is a break created or a line break created here. Okay, so that is why it is happening like this. I can put the next one also in a paragraph tag. Okay, so sorry, yeah, so this is also in a paragraph tag. So when I save this, let's see if anything changes over here. Nothing has changed because the space from the first to the second one was already there. Now what would have happened is they would have some extra space would have got created below this. Okay, so to see that, we can even open inspect as I said, and we can check, go through this. So you can see here what has happened. So the first, you can see the paragraph tag. You can see the orange color on top of the blue line and the orange color on below the blue line. Now that is the margin that has got created. The margin that has got created because of the paragraph tag. So let me come below. Below also you can see there is a space above and a space below. Okay, the orange color that's got created. That has come in because of the paragraph tag. Okay, another thing that you can do here in this inspectors, you can actually change certain things. You can actually delete certain things, and you can try to see how they are behaving on this side. Anyway, we'll keep that for another class. Okay, so we have seen what paragraph tag does. So now let us go to the next one. Next one is span. Now span is basically used, it can be used even inside a paragraph tag. So let me say that I am keeping span here. Okay, if I keep span here and if I save this and I refresh this particular thing, you'll see absolutely nothing happening. But if you go to view page source, and if you see here span is there, okay, you can see that the span is still there. But the reason why nothing happens is because this particular span, this particular tag called span is used if you want to assign any styling elements to this. We are yet to come to the styling part, classes or the CSS classes. So we would not be going in how to apply span or how to really utilize span over here. But however, as I said, it really makes no difference if you just put span on both the sides. But you can use span to apply some styling elements. For example, if you want to make this bold, or if you want to change the color, or you want to underline it, those kind of things can be achieved through span. You can do that through span. Okay, any changes that you want to make in the content in between the span tag. So that is what you use span for. So I would recommend that you can just Google it or watch a YouTube video which only talks about span. So now we'll go to the next one. So the next one is table. Table, as simple as it sounds, is basically you can create rows and columns. So table, it looks like this. It opens with a table tag and closes with a table tag. In table, you can also have a header and a body. You can have a head column, that is where you have the headings of that particular table. Like for example, what happens in an Excel sheet. It's basically, let me open an Excel sheet and explain that. So for example, let's say this is a table. Okay, I'm just marking this like this, and let's say this is the heading. Okay, so let's say that this is the heading column, and at the bottom you have some summaries or some totals and all that. So that is the total, the bottom. So this portion of the table is called the header. This portion in the middle is called the body, and the last portion is called the footer, or the foot of the table, and it is similar to what we discussed about layout of the website also. So all these things can be achieved even inside a HTML table tag. So let us do that. So let us come to the first. I am going to avoid the head and the foot right now because those are required when you are really getting into creating a website, or when you want to use some kind of a, let's say, a JavaScript plugin to manipulate the table and all that. That's when you may want to use it. So but for now, what I'll do is I'll just create rows and columns. So rows are nothing but this is called row 1, row 2, row 3, like that. Each of this horizontal is called the row, and these are the columns. The vertical ones are the columns. So I'll just create the rows and columns for now. So for example, row is indicated with a TR, the table row. Okay, and so that's one row. So that means what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create the first row. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. So the first cell is denominated with TD. Now I don't know what D stands for, but it's basically denominating the first cell. In the first row, the first cell, this one. For example, let me just put a mark there, this particular cell here. So that's what I have given here, and I'm going to write inside 1. So you can mention the text inside that particular cell. Okay, now I'm going to the next one. I'm going to this one. So here I have 1, here I'm going to put 2, and here I'm going to put 3. I'm going to put only 3 of them. Okay, so if I come here, I can just copy this and paste it 2 times. Okay, I'm creating 3 cells. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm saving this file. So there is one row. This is one row, the opening tag of row and the closing tag of row. There is first column, second column, and the third column. Okay, so if I refresh the page here, let's see how it comes. So you can see 1, 2, and 3. So it may appear as if it is just coming one next to the other. So what we'll do is we'll add one more row. We'll add one more row below that, and let's see whether it comes below it. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. I'm just going to mention it like this. So how do I do that? I'll probably just copy this, paste it below into another row that's below, and I'll just replace the text that is there here. So the first column is 4, the second one is 5, the third one is 6. So if I save this, and when I come back to this and I refresh it, you will see that it's come like this. Okay, and you can see when I'm trying to copy it, you will see that there is a line in between and here, which basically says that is the table that is there, and it has been put like this. So right now you're seeing that the table is so compressed and all the items are so close to each other. We will discuss about how to make them far and how to increase the spaces between them and all that. We will do that when we get into styling. But as of now, I'm just introducing something called table. So this is how tables are built. So it basically says that I have run out of time. Again, the same challenge here. So let me try to see if I can Okay, so it may go out because I had done about 10 minutes, so I didn't update it. So let me update it again. So I'm learning table. Yeah. So now we have completed table over here. So the next one is we are going to see H1 tag. Okay. So I'm going to cover H1 tag, which is nothing but the heading tag. Okay. So what that means is if I want to create some kind of the most biggest tag on the page or the biggest text on the page, I can put it inside heading. So let me say I'm saying learning HTML basics. Now that is what I want to put as the most important text in the entire page, the web page. Okay, so if I come here and if I refresh this page, you will see that the heading has come like this. Okay, now this is H1 tag, the most important heading, where I've mentioned this. I can even create smaller tags like H1, then H2, H3, H4, H5. I'm not sure till what it goes, I think H6 or something. But let me create a smaller one now. Let's say H3, for example. This is going to be a smaller heading. So if you have a main heading and then subheadings below, you would use H2, H3, H4. So I'm using H3 now. Just to table, and we are also doing paragraph also we have done today. So let me just put this below and let's see how it comes over here. Okay, so you can see that it is smaller than the H1. So that's how you can create headings with H1 and H2. And so here what has happened is I've put multiple dots here to basically tell that there are plenty of H1s and there are probably plenty of tags. The next one is I'll put an image. Okay, I'll just put an image also, and then we'll probably close with that today. Okay, so how this IMG is the image that we are putting. So let's put the image over here. Let's see what happens if I put the image here. So IMG is created like this, and it is a self-closing tag. Okay, so I hope I'll remember it correctly and I'll do it. So it's a self-closing tag. That is, you do not have an opening tag and a closing tag. There are few tags in HTML which are self-closing tags. So let us see. The source is basically you're trying to explain where is the file, where should you get that image file from. So what I'll do is I will search for an image on my computer. Okay, and what I'll pick up is probably I'll pick up this one. So let me get this first. So this, I'm taking the URL of that. So the URL is here, and I want to open this particular tag here. Okay, this particular image. So let me come here and let me see if it works. Okay, if it doesn't work, we'll correct it. So image source, and I've given the profile, the path, and so let me save it. And coming back to this page, I'll just refresh it. Okay, it didn't work. Oh, it's working. So the image is loading here. Since it's a very large image, it's taking too much time. Okay, now let me come and also tell here that I am actually learning image tag right now. And before that, I even studied header tag, so I can also mention that so that the time gets reset. Okay. So actually, what has happened here is the image has got loaded, but I'm just zooming out the page, so you can see I'm just zooming out. So the image has got loaded, but since the image is too big, it is it has taken too much of a space. Now to correct it, let us see if I can put something called width is equal to, I'm not sure if this works, but let us see if this works. Okay, 200 pixels, I'm not sure. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it worked. Okay, so I'm resizing the image. So what I've done here is I've said that the width is 200 pixels, so the width has come here. So this is how you insert images at different places. Okay, so that's it for now. So we have completed till here, till images. So tomorrow we are going to start something called CSS, or cascading style sheets, which is basically to style. How do you style your entire file? So that is what you would be doing. So another thing that we will do is, since we have created this today, I think I will save this as HTML, or let me say para heading image. Okay, so I'll save it like that, so that next time when we open it, we know where we have stopped and where we need to start. So that is a file that I created, and you can see on the left side things are coming. Okay, so thank you very much, and maybe what I'll do is I'll just briefly mention the purpose as to why we are doing this, and then we'll close after that. So the idea of doing that is because God has created us, and we want to bring glory to the name of God, and we want to do something that we can do beyond what we do professionally. So professionally, what we do is we create softwares and mobile apps for our customers. We want to also serve the community who are unable to find jobs, or who would like to increase their skills in software programming, so that they can find a job. So we would also like to do something for completely free, with a little time that we have to spare, so that we are able to serve more people than just few of our customers who can pay us. So that is the idea behind doing this. For this, we actually started a particular initiative called reach.rezola.com, and so it is something that we decided around close to 2 years back that we will do. And we have done a little bit of activities here and there, but this is, I think, one of the most prominent things that we've been doing. So there are totally everyone have to complete level 1 to 4. These trainings are basically level 1. Once you complete level 4, you will be qualifying to receive a job in a software career. Then few may take 1 week, or maybe less time, but few may even take a year or more. But we are very patient, and I hope you are also patient. Please understand, there is absolutely no quick fix for success. You have to go through the learning process patiently, completely, and only then you will be able to qualify to get into a software job. Be disciplined, learn daily, improve daily, become eligible for and deserve a good job. You have to deserve a good job. Have a great life, thanking God all along and all through your life. Try to invest at least 8 hours every day. Log into training.rezola.com every day for at least 8 hours. Okay, so what we'll do tomorrow is we will do CSS, and I'm not sure if tomorrow there's going to be a class. I'm a little held up tomorrow. I've got a few meetings lined up, so I'll update in the WhatsApp group. So please like and share this video, and bring in your friends to join the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much. So let me end the session here, and we'll close it. So once I've saved this, I'll just click on end success session and OK. So today I've done 0.15. So that's what I've done today. So thank you very much. Bye and have a great day.